Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey, and thank you guys so much for watching my channel. I appreciate it so much, and thank you guys that have been DMing me over on Instagram with all your beautiful sentiments and thank yous and just your beautiful connection. You guys come see me over there. I've been running a contest for the last, I think I've done 6 so far, and then there's 4 more in this contest. I just have people writing down what brings them joy and light under whatever. They can comment under the contest photo and picture, and I've been doing a free reading for each winner for the past 6 days or so, and I'm doing 4 more, and I'm probably going to do this like once a month. It's like, you know, they're just fun 10-15 minute video reads for you. It's my way to give back and say thank you guys for your love and support, and also to get to know you, because some people are so shy. They're like, oh, I don't want to bother you, I know you're so busy. That's the whole reason that I have these social formats, is to connect and talk to you guys. So never be shy. Come over and DM me. Hey, this is going on, I just want to say hi, I like this about your channel, hey, can you do this topic? That's why all these formats are there, you guys. So never be shy about that. So today's reading is going to be really fun. It is about what's coming for you in December, like what is marching towards you. There are miracles, magic, romantic love. There's a lot of cool things coming on. I see a lot of creativity, a lot of beautiful, gentle, delicate energy where everybody's taking it easy and kind of making use of this fallow time in the northern hemisphere, where people are reading a lot more, staying in, they're cooking, they're kind of hibernating. It's really lovely, really gentle energy. A lot of you guys too, there's a lot of power and mystery about you right now, and you're like, I don't even sometimes recognize myself. I'm saying and doing things that is like in alignment with my life path purpose. I'm not reacting to lower vibrational triggers, and I'm so proud of you guys. And all it takes is a little awareness and being present, right? Because if we're not present, if we're thinking about the past or future while we're talking to somebody, and then we hear certain words, what happens is our mind, our ego will fill in the blanks, and it won't necessarily be good. We'll think it's an attack on self. Old triggers come back, but when we're aware, we're hearing every word, we're seeing the subtleties in between the lines, and we're behaving at a much more higher vibrational attitude about things, and it's serving us really, really well. So let's tuck in and see what is going on for each of you guys. Number 1 is miracle. The frequency of miracle supports our belief in ourselves and part of source, and therefore our belief is that anything is possible. Number 2 is magic. The frequency of magic supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond the moment, to move towards possibilities and expressions, for the grand and profound, to be as grand and profound as we can imagine. All that's required is our belief in their manifestation. I love that card. I like to read that over and over as a reminder. Number 3, romantic love. This frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection of a conscious lover. I was talking about this yesterday to a client, how, you know, the significant other that comes in doesn't complete us or make us happy. They make us more in tune with that love vibration, which always brings up our frequency. And how nice it is to have like a little kindred spirit to go through our life journey with, right? To experience things, to have meals with, talk with, laugh with. I love company in terms of, I love humorous company. Like my son is hilarious. And each time we just went to the bus stop, we're always laughing at some ridiculous premise or behavior of someone else in our family or something, and it's such a good time. So, you know, a lot of times if you can invoke humor and everyday stuff too, it lightens the load as well. And I just want to share this. As I was coming to my house, 4 geese flew right over my head, and they couldn't have been more than 20 feet over my head. But for the first time, I heard the air currents that their wings create, because their wings are so big. And it was like whoosh, whoosh. And because there were 4 of them, it was so clear. There was nothing going on. It was like 6:30 in the morning. I was like, that is mental, that I've gone through my whole life near bird sanctuaries and never slowed down enough or been in quiet enough headspace and or environment to hear that. It was spectacular. It was like, oh, it was gorgeous. So let's see what is coming for you. Group 1. We're going to take a little breath. I'm going to have a sip of coffee. It is my utmost hope that I can be super present in each reading. I always feel really good whenever I go get the camera. I'm so excited. I read some of your comments and some goodies before I start. I get in a really good headspace, but I am really trying consciously to speak slower because I know you guys are from all over the world. I get some comments that are like, Melanie, I'm just learning English. Could you speak a little slower? And I also find it relaxing when the speakers that I listen to are speaking at a kind of quiet, mellow cadence. It's very relaxing, right? Sort of like Cher's voice. I like listening to her because her voice is very calming as well. And we are off. Okay, so a miracle can be described as an extraordinary event or occurrence in our everyday reality that cannot be explained, within our existence paradigm or our belief system, right? Therefore, it's attributed to a higher or supernatural cause. So our belief in the possibility of miracles is closely centered to our belief in the divine itself, right? With that belief, our trust in the unlimited possibilities of the universe is always going to provide these things for us, right? And in these changing times, in the new energy, multidimensionality is rapidly saturating almost all areas of our lives and being. So we don't need to understand what we can't explain within our current way of thinking. When we relax and we just accept, we're in an area of many mysteries that aren't revealed to us yet. We can really start living our lives with the expectation that miracles and benevolent change can happen at any moment. And I am a prime example of this. When I really function well under a lot of pressure, because that's when problem solving really comes to the forefront. Like, I don't know, I have a good like emergency thinking kind of gear in my head where, if there was a national emergency or whatever, or a neighborhood emergency, my mind starts to think very clearly. And I remember being young and there had been some instances where I thought that I can't really explain what this is, whether somebody in my family had done it, thought it out, or whatever, this like really great thing. But it showed me at a very young age that there are miracles when things seem like there are dire circumstances, and all of a sudden it does a complete 180 and everything is not only perfectly fine, but it's better than before. It is hard to explain, but it's wonderful, isn't it? So let's see a couple things that are just coming in. I'm going to use these beautiful cards. I love these so much. So these are things that are coming in. Also to watch out for. I'm right near the microphone. So transformation. I feel like that. Family support. I feel like that in a big way. New opportunities. And this is lovely because whenever we see things as opportunities as opposed to being oppressive or restrictive, a lot of cool stuff happens, right? I feel like when we go through life, we want to be practical, but we want to have a lighthearted approach and, intuitively follow what's coming for us. And a curious sort of attitude is helpful for this transformation. When we're curious, like, how can I grow? How can I learn? What's out there for me? I feel like a lot of you guys are going to transform. You're going to dump what's seemingly old, outdated ideas and behaviors that just don't work for you anymore, because you're like, you know what? I'm seeing the same things happen over and over. It's because I'm behaving the same way. I'm responding the same way. I'm doing the same thing. So it's time to grow and really have a transformation. I feel like a lot of you guys are going through that physically, like you're trying all kinds of new clothes and outfits and hair and styles, stuff like that. You're expressing yourself differently. A lot of you have been commenting that you're starting to write things down. I feel like too, a lot of you guys are taking on this kind of warrior mastermind approach to life. Like, you know what, I am in charge. So this is what I'm going to do now. I'm not going to listen to A, B, and C that, aren't really going anywhere in their lives yet. It's usually the ones that aren't going anywhere that are so quick to criticize and try to direct somebody else, right? Busy people are busy being busy, but I feel like you're going to have more like an entrepreneurial and explorer type of spirit. You're going to have some quite visionary ideas that are amazing. You're also going to have good, devoted family members that come in for support. They respect you. They're going to be showing their affection for you and commitment to whatever you want, whether it's financially, whatever it is. I'm feeling don't have doubts about it, because your family is going to support you in a very lovely capacity. All right, let's see what else is going on. So you have centering. This is important in, that we be direct, we be practical. We can be as dynamic and artistic and all of that. But if we have grounding and centered energy, which kind of is, like our compass, we're pointed north, we know what we're doing, we're in a good headspace. I feel like you're going to be able to really accomplish a lot. Again, expression is going to be very important for you. I feel like it's kind of a fun, mystical time for you, but you also want a beautiful aesthetic around you. I feel like you're stimulated by great conversation. Again, it's going to be a fun, kind of exciting life term for you, where you're just like, I want to experience things. I want to get out there. I want to, have a lively time. And yet you can come home to the comfort of your home and relax. And then it's not like you're just living through something you saw on TV. Like, I would like that to happen. You're actually going out and making that happen. And part of that is due to your gratitude. I feel like these cards come up quite often. I feel like you do have a lovely sense of, thank you, universe, for everything that you're providing for me. And in turn, it gives you more. I feel like you're having a really highly developed, intuitive time too, where you just sense something is right. A move is right. Going towards somebody is right. Because next you have the authority card that's saying, the frequency of authority reminds us that true authority is powerful, directed, and realized, receptive, wise, and loving. Like, people just come across, they walk in the room, you can tell right away they mean business. They're somebody they're not scattered, and their energy is very composed because they know what they're about. They have concise thinking. They're very focused on what they're talking about and they're doing, and they're not unsure because they don't care what other people think. They're not looking around, and you're going to move into that phase where you're like, I feel good. I know what I'm doing. I know who I am. I'm good, boo. All right, let's see what else is coming in. Wow, true love. Yes. So this love is once in a lifetime. A lot of you guys, I'm going to pull a card for time on this too, after, to clarify for that. Yeah, a lot of you guys have your soulmates coming in. That's a given. The majority, I'm always plugging into that energy continually. And I'm constantly getting 3s and 4s and all of that. Yeah, see? 3, it's ridiculous. 3s and 4s in this, because I do feel like this age of Aquarius, where people are tapped into a more loving self, a more self-actualized person, a kinder, more decent outlook for other people, no more selfishness, really, really becoming an artist in their own kind of canvas of life, where nothing is so overwhelming anymore, because you realize you create whatever you want. Things don't have to be so intense. We can be enduring when we slow down and have it be a little calmer, but you're going to be the initiator of a lot of cool projects, a lot of cool ideas, a lot of new friendships. And because of that, this love energy is circulating around you. Again, your frequency is so high. You're like a magnet, and people are really responding to your energy. I mean, you don't have to say anything. It's a really powerful type of pull for other people. It's very mystical too. It's very old soul balance. Probably a lot of people have told you are an old soul. There's something about you they can't quite pinpoint, and I feel like it isn't a resurgence of some of your past life mystical abilities too. So you're probably going to be super tapped into that intuition that is guiding you in the right way towards your soulmate, and it's just going to come with ease. It's going to come with ease and balance. And it's just one of those things where it's like you're absolutely ready. You're becoming your best self. And that's really beautiful, group 1. I love that for you. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. Oh, and I also forgot, I keep my my assistant keeps saying, remember, and I'll post this on Instagram, I still have 2 spots left in February. I'm going to Stonehenge, and I'm offering a private reading right in front, as close as I can get to the stones, right on the ancient land. And you get the deck I use, the crystals I bring. It's going to be really, really cool. So you can email me and I can give you all the deets on that. I'm so excited to be going back there. I lived there for a couple of years. It's a magic place. So it's very exciting. Again, all my other stuff is down there. Come see me on Instagram at Sparkwist11. Come win free reads. Come win free jewelry from my store. I mean, now is the giveaway season. And my birthday is November 29th. And people send me so much great stuff that I get so excited to give back. I love it. November and December is awesome. So come see me over there. All right. I don't want to talk right into the microphone. I'm excited. So yeah, look at this. Always have gratitude, because you are always going to be offered these new opportunities. Your soulmate is coming in a really miraculous way. You're going to be able to assert yourself in a beautiful, expressive way that, you're just being unhindered, moving towards your dreams in a very beautiful fashion. And you don't feel pressure anymore, because it's kind of like you're in the zone, which is gorgeous. So that's you, Miracle. And now we are going to move on to magic. I love these cards so much. So number 2, I'm going to give you a sec. I always feel like I use that word so much because I get excited by it. I love the idea of magic. I love the idea of something that's kind of inexplicable but adds really kind of mystical, beautiful things around us. Oftentimes we consider magic that it's just stuff we can't like explain within the parameters of like our existing belief system or reality, right? If we haven't seen something before, or we never were taught that something could exist, then it must be magic, right? If we clearly experience or observe it, magic could be described as an explanation we give for something we perceive as real, even though science has not been able to prove or explain it yet. And our mind really does struggle to accept it. But throughout history, humans have had a profound fascination with magic and a deep fear of it as well, right? Magic holds unseen and unknown possibilities that have immense value, yet our lack of understanding and control makes us fearful of it, for sure, right? And we assign great power to it, as it's described in countless fairy tales, myths, and legends. Magicians, sorcerers, witches, wizards, they all play really significant roles. And I definitely believe in earth magic. And I was going through one of my old spell books, and I forgot about the prosperity spell, which I absolutely love, where you just tie 6 green ribbons around a branch or a tree at the waxing moon, and it increases prosperity. I love earth magic and tree magic and all of that. So if you can look stuff up online, definitely do that, because I feel like this is a time where you're connecting beautifully with this magic. So let's see what's coming on for you. So firstly, we have embrace who you are and romance. Oh, nice. I have so many decks all around me. So firstly, loving who you are. You are the divine, delightful, and you're deserving of wonderful things that life has to offer. And as soon as we start to believe that, we start to look for that. It's a really strange anomaly when you're like, you know what? I am light, happy, and magic. And then all of a sudden this kind of whimsical, vibrant energy will overtake us. And we're curious and we're purposeful for going out into that, right? We want to have some really cool, fun stimulation and have some, fun, whimsical kind of energy. I love that. That's why I love museums and I love carnivals and I love things like that and festivals, because the vibrancy and the possibility is so fun who you can run into. It does, the magic in the air is kind of like crackling, right? So in this thing, if we really love who we are, we go out there and we're like, let's experience things for real. Let's say hello to people. Let's put our phones down. And you're going to have that. You're going to really, really, let's talk about for just one sec, because a lot of people they're not super, super informed of what this is. A lot of people are doing shadow work right now, saying, you're learning about darker parts of yourself, lower vibrational parts of yourself that you're coming to terms with, and you're trying to raise that vibration. A lot of it has to do with reactions. We don't want to react anymore. We want to respond. But if we do want to do that wisely and we don't want to be triggered, we take a deep breath. We really look at the situation for a moment. One second, I have a sip of water. We assess what is true about this situation, because what happens is oftentimes we're not really present enough in the scenario to hear every little thing that took place. But what happens is we get a knee-jerk reaction because our subconscious is saying, oh, they're saying something offensive. Oh, they're attacking you. So the ego comes in and that usually will start an argument. But if we're really plugged in, we're going to see all the nuances, what's not being said, each word that's being said, the facial expression. That's why it's so important to be present, because we're not coming from our subconscious reactions, but a conscious look at what is really taking place. And by doing that, we can address, oh, I see that's something I just did on autopilot because my brain was somewhere else. But now that I am completely plugged in and watching what's going on, I feel good about myself. I'm having adult, reasonable, purposeful behaviors. I can be more fruitful with my day. I'm a little more lighthearted. I feel composed. That's very important. Like, I was finding moving into my 30s and as I was aging that each situation that might have as a teen or in my early 20s made me have a knee-jerk reaction or get enveloped in these dramas started to dissipate as I became more and more aware of certain scenarios. And now I feel like I could be composed in the middle of the biggest shitstorm. And I have before. I've had my act together in some other scenarios where people might have lost it because I have an intense focus on what's really happening. I feel the energy as opposed to other people's negative vibrations. That's what happens, is things are contagious. So we have to be careful, good and bad energy. And when we learn to defend ourselves against that and say it has nothing to do with us, that's that person's attitude, that's that person's energy, we work through it. And you're going to be able to do that and really feel in touch with your best self. And you're really going to start to feel lighthearted and like a mastermind of your own future. And also, ta-da, you have the romance card. Lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. So I feel like if you're already coupled up, you have a lovely phase of romance and rediscovering each other in a really passionate, loving way. I love that energy because sometimes we just have to recognize, wouldn't it be nice? Don't we feel great when somebody thinks and is very thoughtful about us, brings us flower, a little snack, a treat, calls us, texts us, says something lovely out of the blue? An expression or endearment towards us. So I feel like that's going to be happening because you are also going to be the initiator of this, just little things, and it's going to be absolutely contagious with your significant other, and you're going to feel a lot more stable, excitement, devotion, support, respect, security, all of that. And this is also saying for those of you that have new love coming in, that's what you're going to be experiencing with your new love too. Whoa, nice. Wow, again, a lot of you guys pulling in soulmates, union of two souls and karmic bonds. You have a lot of energy swirling around you for magnetic love energy, which, you know, it's almost like a sonar for your soulmate and calling them in. Again, let me get a time frame on this. Whoa, I was just saying earlier too in the last reading, they have soulmate energy that they're pulling into the 3D as well. So many 3s and 4s. I feel like with this beautiful portal and ascension time, the people are just ready. They work better in pairs. They work better with their soulmate because they feel protected. And when things feel overwhelming, they have this beautiful affection and support, commitment, passion, all these things that help us at a higher vibration. Therefore, your spirit guides are helping to bring this in. You also are going to have some great karmic bond friends that are coming in your soul tribe to kind of like lift you and nurture you and protect you. And you're an old soul. I definitely feel like that. And I feel like a lot of you have been feeling like a little lonely or lost. Like, really, where are the people that really care, that really listen? And they're coming. They absolutely are. And it's so lovely. And part of this is due to your spiritual and enlightened state that you're reaching. You're realizing, you know, all this materialism, all this blah, 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 all this Instagram, and look at me now, and look at my butt crack, and look at my boobs, and look at all this stuff. It's so weird and superficial and overloading, and it inundates everybody. And I have a lot of young clients, and I'm always telling them, listen, these things are so set up, and I can't even believe, I don't know all these things that are offered on the phone. I asked Ian the other day, I was like, what are all these little buttons? He's like, oh, that's so you can have filters and screens and make your nose bigger, smaller, lips and all that. And I was like, who's out there doing that? And then I saw this thing on YouTube that was saying, look at these influencers and Instagrammers, how they change these things. And they're literally changing the shapes of their face, their lips, their bodies, all this stuff. It's so out of hand. Then that's basically saying, you know, I'm not happy with what, you know, the universe has given me. And there's so much pressure on people to look a certain way that it really is supernatural. Like nobody can look like some of these people because they create these very strange dimensions to their bodies and faces. So really, we want to stay away from that. And because of that you're realizing and seeing things for what they are, you're really in this beautiful enlightened stage, and you're ready for this love. You're ready to feel good. You're ready for life to feel fruitful and dynamic. You're ready to take, you know, initiative in your life and what you want. You feel very directed and organized this time of year. I feel like you're also going to take on kind of a comedic role and be a little more silly and lighthearted and be, you know, like, people come to you for fun when they're thinking of, oh, I want somebody with a lighthearted outlook on life. You're going to be that go-to person. You're also going to be taking a really big peacemaker role in some friendships and families as well, because I feel like you're kind of like in psychic warrior mode, where you see problems with a healthy, detached kind of eye, and therefore you're able to heal wounds of your friends, especially around Christmas time. You know, you're really feeling the good energy, the healing energy, and you're able to do that for people. Again, that's what's bringing in this union of two souls is you're ready for this love. You're at a higher life phase, and emotional and spiritual phase as well. Group 2, very beautiful energy. I love that for you. Look at this, 4 months. Everything is just speeding up in such a lovely way. So again, you guys, thank you so much for watching my channel and your love and your support. And my patrons, you guys, you are amazing. I can't wait to go to Stonehenge and do your readings. I'm very, very excited, you guys. So I'm going to post on this week. I forget the day, but I think it's all week is Patron Appreciation Week. So I am going to be working throughout the day to do some fun stuff for you guys, and then tomorrow as well, because I realize what happens is I start, you know, looking at all this stuff, and then I start, you know, doing things for clients, and literally I'll be working from 8 in the morning, and then when I sit down to do stuff, I'm like, the day is gone. So I have portioned out this time for you guys. You're amazing, and thank you guys, all your viewers, everybody, and comment away. I read every single comment, and I will be going through them today and responding. I know sometimes I let them go for like 3 or 4 days, and then they get in the thousands, but that's one of my favorite parts, to see what you guys are up to. So love and light. Again, don't forget to press like and subscribe. All my links are down below. If you need a private read, whatever is up. Let's go on now to number 3, which is romantic love over there. I love that. So let's see, the frequency. I love these stones so much. The frequency, you know, of romantic love is going to support your journey right now. You're going to feel good. This is coming in. There's so much of this. I'm going to start pulling some other cards and see what's going on. So synergies are occurring right now too. The frequency of synergy supports our allowance to accept the not so obvious, the never seen before, the combination of unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. Part of this synergy that's coming in for this romantic love is you're on this new kind of pioneer spirit, where you're owning yourself, you're owning your journey, you're organizing what's going on, and you're ready. That life is going to take on a fun, exciting intensity for you, because you're respecting yourself, you're secure in who you are, you're committed to your journey, you're feeling very creative, artistic, purposeful, and you don't care that you don't have all the answers. You really have deep, sparkling energy all around you that's going to help you endure and connect you to this love. Wow, you also have the passion card. You know, this is the frequency of passion. It reminds us that beneath every intense emotion is a gem of insight, balance, calm. It assists us in finding the balance within us and that intensity, right? It's like a little mini messenger, a detective that helps us find this, you know, substantial love. Let's see what else is going on. I love that for you. So you do have some dreams coming. You're asked right now, I feel, a lot of you guys to reassess a work situation or a school situation. I feel like some of you are having a little bit of maybe some head-butting, overwhelming energy when it comes to maybe a boss or a coworker, gossipy people you may feel are trying to undermine you so they look better. You know, it could be other students, other teachers. It could just be people that are just pesky as hell to you right now. But you're really going, when you apply logic to this and you just say, you know what, this is always going to happen in any scenario. There's always going to be low vibrational people that really are acting from fear. But this is an unfounded fear of yours that it's going to damage you in any way. It is not. In fact, the person that, but by reassessment, that's just saying, you know, people that try to do damage usually end up damaging themselves. So you can just pull back and let them set their own tail on fire, because that's what's going to happen, okay? I feel like you're going into this really cool visionary stage where you can envision your dreams coming true, what they are. But the crazy thing is, as you're envisioning them, they're shortly taking place soon after. You have really intense, direct energy towards these, a very deep, composed, vibrant energy that's making these things happen in a really cool way. And you have a lot of spiritual guidance. You have a lot of people right behind you. Let's see what the overarching energy is for this Wealth, yeah. This is part of it. It's like you guys have had some wonderful kind of brainstorming ideas about implementing whatever it is, a new blog, writing, a side hustle, something that you're crafting, something handmade, going into light working, going into YouTubing, doing all this stuff, hairstyling, all this stuff, but you're really stepping it up a notch and you have a really broad, beautiful kind of vivid picture of what you want and you're making it happen. It's going to financially pay off in a big way. This group is definitely composed of the big dream energy, you know, like, hey, I can have whatever I want. Spirit is behind me, the universe, all I need is a little focus. I get the ball rolling. All this energy is going to be with you in a really great way, you know, and I feel like you're moving into this gorgeous learning cycle of elevating everything, financial matters, intellectual matters, quick decision making, all of this stuff that it's like, it's amazing. What else is going on? Whoa, soulmate. That is really beautiful. Let me shuffle and see what else. Renewed faith and soulmate energy. Yeah, again, it's like, it's crazy. I could feel when I started this, I was like, December is when you align with this beautiful soulmate energy because you've already pulled that into the 3D. You've already connected. Some of you guys are just starting. You might be talking a little bit here and there. Some people are saying, you know, I just ran into this person at a hospital, at this, at that, and something clicked in a huge way, and it's unbelievable. I had a lot of people connect with me yesterday saying, I can't believe that this thing described exactly as you said. And here's the weird thing. It doesn't always happen at this beautiful splendor moment like you're at Versailles. Oftentimes it could be you're in the emergency room, you're in, you know, a I don't know, AA meeting or what, you're in places that don't seem romantic or don't seem like they have the environment to be conducive to deep love, but it's everyday type of activities that we're involved in, right? DMV, stuff like that, like crazy stuff. But again, I feel like you have a lot of beautiful, intuitive, complex energy surrounding you that's making you curious and you're learning things and you're understanding and you have a really good enduring kind of attitude towards the future. Like, I've got this. I have passion. I'm committed. You feel constantly driven towards this goal and you're going to see it. Like December, it's just going to, that spark is going to take hold in an immense way. And that is what I feel like is the catalyst for your soulmate coming in, because you are oscillating at an extremely high frequency and vibration because you're living your dream. You are absolutely living your dream. Therefore, it's like you are a human magnet for this love. And then it's just whoosh, just coming in. So beautiful energy. I love that group 3. I'm so excited to go upload this. I'm going to like just short circuit in a minute. Again, you guys, thank you for your love and support. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. All my links are down below. If you need a private read, come see me on Instagram. Yeah, there is some just super sonic, beautiful, whimsical, vivid, unpredictable, fun, exciting energy coming in a big, big way for all of you guys. So I love it. Love and light.